You are poor because you are thinking poor. You are unhappy because you are thinking unhappy. You are miserable because you are thinking misery. You are negative because you are thinking negativity. In today's video, we are going to cover one of the most, if not the only creation, the only thing that dictates our life, that dictates who we become, and that dictates what we do, which is our thoughts. As a man think in his heart, so is he. So let me ask you, what are your thoughts about yourself? What are your thoughts about your finances? What are your thoughts about your body? What are your thoughts about your goals? What are your thoughts about your dreams? What are your thoughts about your family? What are your thoughts about yourself? Because whatever you think, whatever you believe, whatever you keep in your mind about yourself, that's exactly what you become. That's exactly what you produce. Why? Because the thoughts you entertain them on, that's exactly where your life is going. Because the thoughts you dwell on, that's where your life stays on. There is power in your thoughts, right? Because and he says, as you think of yourself, not as of what your family think about you, what your friends think about you, what your religion think about you, what your classmates think about you, what your co-workers think about you. No, that's not who you are. What you think about yourself, that's exactly who you are. So instead of you worrying about what other people think about you, ask yourself, what do I think about myself? How do I feel about myself? How do I describe myself? Because you're going to find out that the reason you feel insecure is because you think that you are insecure. The reason you feel weak is because you think you are weak. The reason you are poor is because you think and then because you see yourself as a poor person. Your thoughts. This is a tree, right? In order for this tree to grow, it depends on the things you plant. It depends on the seeds. The seeds represent your thoughts. Your experiences, what you see up here, what you experience, what you go through are simply the consequences. The consequences. And your thoughts are the causes. So if you want to change the consequences, if you want to change your experiences, you must change the cause. You must change your thoughts. Because the thoughts you plant, the type of seeds you plant is exactly what you get. Because if something is not available here, if something is not available in your thoughts, it cannot be available in your reality. It cannot happen in your experiences. Why? Because your thoughts create your experiences. So, which type of life do you want to have? Have thoughts about it. Where do you want to be? Have thoughts about it. What do you want to achieve? Have thoughts about it. How do you want to feel? Have thoughts about it. Where do you want to go? Have thoughts about it. How much money you want to make? Have thoughts about it. Which type of car, which type of house you want to have? Have thoughts about it. Where do you want to live? Have thoughts about it. Because whatever it is that you think about the most, you are going to experience. Because things don't happen to you by coincidence, no. Because in order for something to happen to you, something must have created that. And what created that? Our thoughts. Imagine you wanna be rich. If you want the consequence, if you want the experience to be rich, you have to plant rich thoughts. You want to be positive? You have to plant positive thoughts. You want to be happy? You have to plant happy thoughts. Because what you plant here is what you experience here. Whatever you are experiencing here is something that you have created with your thoughts. Your experiences are simply the consequences of your thoughts. Your experiences are not the cause of your thoughts. No. Whatever you think, here is the thought, here is the seed. It all starts in your thoughts. It all starts in your mind. Before it happening to you, before it becoming physical, it's going to go over your mind. Why? Because before you doing something, you're going to think about it. Before you saying something, you're going to think about it. Before you changing something, you're going to think about it. Before you overcoming something, you're going to think about it. Why? Because before something happening to you, it must be created with your thoughts. Once you plan the type of thoughts you want to be rich, you want to be happy, you want to be positive, you want to be successful, you want to be prosperous, as you should. Now you have to consistently keep those thoughts. Same as if you plant a tree, in order for the tree to grow, you must water it. So water your plants with consistently thinking positive, consistently thinking rich, consistently thinking happy, consistently thinking prosperous, because you are watering this tree because you want the tree to grow. And because whatever thought you want to grow, you must water it. And how do you water it? By consistently thinking about it, consistently talking about it, consistently feeling about it. Why? Because repetition is key to mastery, because what you do the most is what you do best. If you are consistently thinking positive, you can only receive positive. Why? Because a positive thought cannot create a negative experience, and a negative thought cannot create a positive experience. Whatever you plant, whatever thought you have is exactly what you get. If I plant an apple, it's impossible for me to get banana. If I plant orange, it's impossible for me to get mangoes. If I plant strawberries, it's impossible for me to get avocados. The same applies to your thoughts. Whatever you plant, that's exactly what you get. So if you want to change the consequences, if you want to change the experiences you go through, you must change your thoughts. You must change your mind, right? What did the Bible say? Be renewed by transforming your mind, by transforming your thoughts. You know who you want to be. You know how you want to feel. You know what you want to achieve. So simply keep your mind into what it is that you want. Renew your mind consistently into the good that you want, the positive that you want, the happy that you want. You have to consistently renew your mind. Because if you don't renew your mind into what you want, you're going to end up getting what it is that you don't want. And whatever you think about yourself is exactly who you become and what you are. Not what your friends think about you, or what your family think about you, or what your coworkers, or what social media know. What matters the most is what you think about yourself. Because what you think about yourself is who you become. What you think about yourself is who you are. So check up on yourself. How do you see yourself? How do you define yourself? How do you describe yourself? What are your thoughts about yourself? What are your thoughts about your finances? What are your thoughts about your health? What are your thoughts about your dreams? What are your thoughts about your goals? Because whatever thoughts you have, that's exactly what you get. So if you want to change your experiences, if you want to change your life, if you want to change what you are seeing, you got to change what you are thinking. If you want to change what you are experiencing, you have to change what you are thinking. If you want to change what you are feeling, you have to change what you are thinking. Because the way you think influences the way you feel. And the way you feel dictates how you act. It all starts with your thoughts. It all starts in the mind. Instead of trying to fight, oh, let me change my situation, let me change my parents, let me change my school, let me change my friend, let me change my boss. Change your thoughts, change your mind. Because if you change your mind, your life is going to change. Because whatever seed you plant is exactly what you get. So plant the type of life you want to have. And consistently only have positive thoughts, only have healthy thoughts, only have happy thoughts. Consistently dwell in the things that you want to receive, that you want to experience. Don't even, not even as a joke, bring anything negative up here. Because if you put anything negative up here, you're going to have it here. Not even as a joke. So, negativity out, poverty out, drama out, sickness out. If you want to experience something, put it in your thoughts, put it in your mind. And if you don't want to experience something, do not put it in your thoughts. Do not entertain that in your mind. Because whatever you entertain the most in your mind, you become.